Hey everyone, it's Linda here. Thanks so much for tuning in. What I've got for you today is a daily dose reading. This reading's timeless. It can be relevant anytime you find it, not just on the day that it's uploaded. So check through and see if there's anything here relevant for you. So what we've got here is from the Morgan Greer deck, we have where are you now? From the Aquarian Tarot, what challenges do I face? From the Rider-Waite deck, we have what resources can I use? From the Spolia deck, what are the hidden forces? From the Voyage deck, the potential outcome. And from the runes, we have what is the spiritual lesson. All right. So give me a second here to tune in to this energy. It feels like there's some kind of turn of events here that is a little unexpected. Not quite as shocking as having, say, a Tower card here, but Wheel of Fortune reversed. You know, like things have changed direction and maybe are not exactly what you expected, but somehow there is an energy here of you needing to learn and to understand that you actually did create the situation you're in by the choices that you made. And perhaps what you're learning here is to be really a little more mindful actually of the thoughts and feelings that you hold, because those are a vibration that will actually generate manifestation. So while you might be in a situation right now where it's not actually what you wanted to have happen, maybe this is a moment here where you're realizing how important it is to be really vigilant and meticulous about your sort of spiritual hygiene, your mental processes and thoughts, and you know, not to be especially disciplined and not too you know, mindless about what you let run through your mind, and how you handle your emotional states as well. So the challenge that you face here with the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, excuse me. Well, it's interesting that you have also the Eight of Cups beside it, as far as this is the resources you can use. So what I'm tuning into here or feeling is that either you or another person is changing their mind about their loyalty or their patience towards you. Maybe I feel like it's more of you, because it, like, the resource, this card represents what resources can I use, and it's talking about moving on emotionally. So perhaps it's you that's changing your mind about how you feel about another person, and you are the one that's taking steps towards you know, shifting the script, changing direction, moving on. Letting go as well. With this, the Ten of Wands here in this part of the reading, this is the spiritual lesson. No, sorry, this is the potential outcome. Ten of Wands in reverse. It's a letting go energy, right? So someone, either you or the other person, although I feel like it's, well, you know, if your resources, the resources that are available to you is this Eight of Cups upright. You can see clearly this individual, which most likely is you in this scenario, is moving on and seeking something greater. You know, the Eight of Cups is Saturn in Pisces, so it's kind of a like an emotional discipline. You know, maybe there's been a turn of events here that you didn't expect coming, and a person, maybe the person you're dealing with, I'd say this is more the person you're dealing with rather than you. Someone you're dealing with has maybe changed their mind about you, maybe has decided that they won't continue, or that, I don't necessarily feel this as a romance love reading. I feel like this could be just simply a person that you've been dealing with who suddenly is changing their mind, or I don't know, behaving uncertain or even disloyal, somewhere on the spectrum between changing their mind and becoming disloyal. That's the challenge you're facing from another person. And that's making the situation feel a little maybe unstable, or that there's been some kind of turn of events where like you're kind of like getting off the ride because someone else's decision-making process has made it such, right? Look at this person here with the red legs. I kind of feel like it's the same energy of this person here of like, okay, I'm getting off this ride and I'm heading this way, right? Now, this card represents what are the hidden forces. So I feel like this is you tapping into your discernment, your wisdom, your clarity, your truth, and being very stoic in the face of a situation that might feel a little uncomfortable and maybe even painful, somewhere between maybe disappointment and betrayal. That could be what you're looking at here. But you're using this moment to tap into your inner reserves of quiet truth and understanding and wisdom. And you're not allowing a situation that involves another person to make you feel insecure. Right? Maybe there is a little triggering in that way, but you're seeing it for what it is, and you are taking this opportunity to, you know, be very pragmatic and practical and stoic, as well as discerning and wise and honest, to let this situation spur you on forward towards greater understanding, greater growth, greater love, greater compassion, rather than allowing it to let you spiral down into overthinking, emotional indulgence, insecurity, anxiety, stress, disappointment, or any of those things there, right? So the Ten of Wands there as the potential outcome, and then this rune here as the spiritual lesson. So letting go is the message of the Ten of Wands, right? Letting go, moving on, feeling liberated and free from a situation, even though it might be painful and difficult to do so. And then the spiritual lesson here, this rune is called Uruz, and it's kind of similar to the Strength card from the Major Arcana of the Tarot. It can represent physical strength, as well as freedom and courage, tenacity, wisdom. So that's part of what you're able to glean from this situation, is to cultivate and develop more of that. There could also be here the need to understand that your inner strength comes from, well, it's inherent. Inner strength is inherent. But how I'm seeing that in the context of the rest of this reading is that you may be forced in a way. Forced might not be the correct word to use there, but I'll finish the sentence and then we'll see if we can find a new word for that. You might be forced to dig deep and find your reserves of inner strength within you as a result of a challenging situation. And it's under that the elements of constraint or duress or difficulty or challenge that you're facing here that enables you to dig deep and find the best within you. So nothing is without purpose, you know, like a difficult situation, while it may be not ideal, you know, like it may not be ideal to be dealing with what you're dealing with right now. Maybe it wasn't in your script, maybe it wasn't in your, you know, it wasn't the design that you had planned out. But let's look for the silver lining here. Let's look for how we can use the circumstances that we're under that may feel constraining, that may feel annoying, that may feel like we are becoming the victim of another person's shitty behavior or poor decision making or ignorance, and how can we turn that into our benefit and use it to grow. That's how I'm seeing the energy of this reading. See if there's anything else here, but I kind of feel like that's more or less it for this spread. See if there's anything else that wants to come out. The truth will always prevail, right? And that's what the King of Swords is bringing out here. This is the energy of, in the position of the spread, that's about your hidden forces at play. So, again, you know, sometimes people play out their little cameo role in our story as a way of invoking our own growth and development. And they may not actually be that important in the grand scheme of our personal story, but what they have to offer can sometimes be very large, and that person might be just a catalyst, and they might not be significant over a large period of time. It might be painful now because this person seems really important to you, but maybe it's more just about what their energy represents and how you can utilize that or take advantage of that in a spiritual way for your own growth and development. And it's not necessarily about that person being in our life for a long time. So see how you can use that, see how you can work with that. I hope that's been helpful. It's been an honor and a pleasure to read for you today. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Thanks again. I'll see you in the next reading. Bye for now.